Hello guys and welcome back. This is going to be game 4, Zerg versus Protoss, and this is going to be on Kulos Ravine. Just now starting to get used to the new maps. Kulos Ravine is a pretty big map, as you guys can see here, 4-player map, and there's lots of minerals on this map. I'm hoping this is going to be a nice, long, macro-fest game, so we'll see how it's going to go.
More minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
I have to say my favorite race in Brood War was Zerg, and that continues on in Starcraft 2, still my favorite race, although probably not the race I'm best with. Right now I feel like I'm best with Protoss, but I'm slowly and steadily catching up with Zerg, so soon it will be my main race yet again. And after this, hopefully I'm going to cast a quick ZvZ to compare and contrast the differences from StarCraft 2 and Brood War. As you guys all know, Brood War focused mainly on Mutalisk and Scourge in ZvZ. Following that, most likely a 2v2 that I played against Husky StarCraft, so keep on the lookout for that.
We require more minerals.
So the enemy player can spawn at any of the 4 corners on the map. As you guys can see, I'm at the bottom left corner. Spawning point just now going up behind the mineral lines. I'm sure you guys all know the reason for that is to protect it from possible enemy attack. Gas is seemingly all the more important now in StarCraft 2, really. Every race needs their gas as quickly as possible, because without it they're just starved of technology advancement, and they're basically stuck with either Zergling Zealots or Marines. And you don't want to be stuck at that kind of tech level. So my enemy gets his probe inside my base quickly.
Our drones are under attack.
Being a little bit annoying with his probe, so I want to try to ward it away. Don't want to lose any drones this early on.
More overlords. Spawn more overlords.
As you guys can see, if you rewind back a little bit, you can see that the hatchery now produces the queen coming straight out of the hatchery. Like, a very good unit. Thanks a lot, guys, for pointing that out. Very, very efficient. It has the ability to, it has 3 abilities. One, to make a creep tumor on the ground anywhere where there is creep. Effectively, that is the creep colony remorse. It spreads creep and does nothing else. The second ability allows the queen to restore 150 HP to any Zerg unit, building, or unit for a cost of energy. All queen's abilities cost energy. And the third and final ability, which is arguably her best, puts 4 eggs on the hatchery. As you guys can see here, 4 eggs on the hatchery, which I use consistently. You guys can see the timer bar on the hatchery winding down. When it winds down, those 4 eggs plop to the ground, and you get 4 larvae. Meaning you don't have to fast expand like you used to. You can just fast queen and just keep spamming that ability on the hatchery. As you guys saw, I just did a second time there. And my Overlord is about to go down. I don't want it to go down. That's why I'm bringing in my Zerglings to try to distract the photon cannon just for 1 or 2 shots so I don't lose that Overlord.
We require more minerals.
I felt like I'd be a little bit risky this game and go for a fast expand with the Zerg and quickly get a spine crawler down on the natural expansion. Spine crawler is the new sunken colony. Effectively does the same thing, cooler animation, and it can uproot out of the ground and walk around and replant itself anywhere, I believe, where there is creep.
More overlords.
As you guys can see, I have both hatcheries hotkeyed right now. That is a Zelnaga watchtower. By placing the Overlord over that watchtower to get huge amounts of vision. the idea here is once you've got a hatchery, you want to get a queen for each hatchery. So I've got another queen building at my second hatchery right now. And just keep the queens next to the hatcheries and keep spamming that larva ability whenever it's up. Definitely adds a bit of a lot of macros. You gotta be really aware of your base at all times. And if you're not, you can lose a lot of time and fall behind by not using that queen ability every time it's up. So there's something to differentiate the pros from the semi-pros. I can see that my opponent is getting more gateways, so I'm definitely cautious of an early rush here. He's got 4 gates, I believe, at 1 base. So that is why I'm just gonna hang back. Be careful not to lose any units. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose this Overlord. Slight setback. But I'm going to keep my links at his natural, patrolling around, and as soon as I see his units moving out, I'll be able to react in time, hopefully.
We require more minerals.
Zergling speed is now upgraded. You guys can see how fast the Zerglings move with speed upgrade. Hydralisk Den is out as well. I decided to go for Hydras this game. I'm aware that Hydras are still a great unit to use against Protoss, so
We require more minerals.
that's why I have the Hydralisk Den out. Only has 1 upgrade on the Den now, just Hydralisk attack
We
range,
require more
unfortunately.
minerals.
And Hydralisk now do no longer have a speed upgrade, it seems. They're just slow the whole time, which kind of sucks. But something to get used to. Cancelled my first spine fall there to replace it at a better position.
Minerals.
You guys can see on the overlay just above the center console, you guys can see 4 boxes. Those boxes show your hotkeys, your current hotkeys. So you guys can see 1 is 14 Zerglings, 2 is 7 Hydras,
Our forces are
5 are my hatcheries,
require more minerals.
which is 2.
We require more minerals.
I've got to say that that voice is a bit annoying, the we require more minerals. That's a little bit of annoying, so maybe Starcraft, maybe Blizzard will change that. Because when you play Zerg, you're prone to hear that all the time, since you're spamming your larva. The gold minerals there, guys, are the double mineral intake rate. They give twice as much, I believe. Here we go, first offensive, first team battle of the game. I'm gonna try to get my Zerglings in front to tank the damage, pulling them back into range of the Hydralisk, because they are very slow now. It's just the same as a normal unupgraded Hydra.
We require more
The
minerals.
Overlord upgrade for speed is very cheap now. Comes straight out of the layer for 50 gas, 50 minerals. So that's something you definitely want to get as soon as possible. Evolution Chamber, of course, for upgrading the same as in Brood Wars. Melee units, ranged units, and carapace. And ideally, of course, you always want to upgrade carapace first because you've usually at this point in the game versus Protoss got a mix of Lings and Hydras. Or Roaches.